Hello, everybody, and you're welcome to another episode of Coffee and Beans podcast with Adesola Balogun. My name is Adesola Balogun, your host, and you're welcome. On today's episode, I have Mr. Joseph Edgar. Mr. Joseph Edgar is I would like to call him an enigma, a very, very amazing personality, a very bubbly man, the life of the party. He's in his 50s, but you will never know he's in his 50s because he's young at heart. You know, he can relate to everybody from the teenager to the oldest person you can find yourself in. He used to be an investment banker, and now he's the chairman of Duke of Shomolu Productions, a theatrical company that does stage plays, historical stage plays, if I might say, talking about shows and plays that highlight personalities who have played pivotal roles in the country, which I'm still going to ask him about. And of course, he's the editor-in-chief. Can I call you the editor-in-chief of Mad Times? Yes. Of Mad Times, yes. Welcome to the pod, sir.
Thank you.
How you doing?
Very well.
Thank you for making our time, because for my people, after this, I mean, he has a media parley with different papers and publications. So we're glad you were able to make time for us. So I'm just going to jump straight right in. Investment banking to going into theater productions. How did that come about?
But I'm still an investment banker. I don't know why.
But I think your work as Duke of Shomolu seems to have taken center stage.
No, that's not. You see, people have that misconception.
Okay.
Because investment banking is very serious transactions that are actually done very confidentially.
Right.
So if someone wants to raise capital for his business, someone wants to take over another person's business, do a merger, not someone is not going to public at that time.
Right.
So that's why people don't see that aspect of me.
Okay.
So theater is more public facing.
Right.
That's why I see. But I do a lot more investment banking than most people realize.
Oh, that's amazing. But my question is, why, of all sectors to play in, why theater?
Yeah, I don't know.
So did you watch a play that sort of you told yourself?
Some people will say, oh, I will do theater for my womb.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say that, but I'll just say that, when I was in investment, earlier on in my investment banking career, I used to have this feeling that I wasn't doing enough.
Right.
So I was progressing very fast. I was moving up and very fast. So in fact, I became deputy managing director of one of the biggest stockbroking firms in the country very early in my life, in my career. But I used to always have that sense of something I want to, but I don't know what.
Right.
Something I don't know what. So, and I had innate talents. I can write. I can talk. So I go watch plays. I enjoy watching the plays. Do you understand all of that? So I guess it's just a natural progression. Any which I would have still ended up at some point. Yeah.
Were you involved in theater in school? Some people they'll say, I had a flair for all of that.
But I had a friend in UI. It's my book. It's my book. My book. When I was 50, I published my book. It's my book. I had a friend who...
What's your book called? Okay, yes, I remember. Yes.
Okay, so my last daughter is filming. I don't know if I can say this thing.
Shout out to Zara.
So I had this girlfriend when I was in university. Zara was not born then. And then she was an actress, very beautiful actress. And so I used to go and watch her in theater.
Okay.
So I can say that was my first introduction to structured.
Yes, like stage play, theater, and all that. Yes.
But then again, I lost it. I wasn't.
Okay.
So I think it was more later. Yeah, they called me from Green Springs, and they said I was owing school fees. I've said this to them many times now, and I said, "How will I not pay this school fees now?" So I don't have that brain. So why don't I just do a play? So I write a book.
Right.
So I first wrote the book, Loud Whispers.
Loud Whispers, yes.
And I made a lot of money from that book. I put it like American copies, made a lot of money. I sold it along my...
Loud Whispers was a satire.
Yeah.
Yes.
It was a compilation of all of my columns.
Right.
In this day.
Yes. Mr. Joseph Edgar is also a columnist in this day on Saturday, right?
Yep.
Yes, this day on Saturday.
On Sunday.
On Sunday. Sunday.
It started on Saturday. But
then now evolved to Sunday, yes. Okay.
So I compiled them into a book and I made a lot of money. I made like 3 million then.
At the time, yeah.
Yeah, so... And And that's what Commander put it on stage. So that's how I went inside.
That was the one that had Alibaba.
Yep.
Yes, I remember. Yes, there's the
Yeah.
first one. So now you have will I say a flair or the focus for your Duke of Shomolu productions are on historical figures. We've had the one you've done on Jakonde, you've done on Awolowo, you've done on Obasanjo. You recently did for Fajiri. You are moving to there's MKO, which is in Kashimao. Yes. So my question is why historical figures? Why not? So you moved from satire and you now evolved to. I mean, you on a recent appearance you did on Arise, you said you're passionate about Nigeria. You're passionate about telling Nigerian stories. So the question is why? Well, how did that? Why that focus on telling Nigerian stories?
Okay, so I'm a child of history now, so I like history. So very early, I started reading newspapers very early. My father introduced me to Sunday Times. I think when I was 6 years old or something.
Wow.
I think when I was 6 years old, that's when he and I introduced me to Sunday Times. So very early in my career, early in my life, from 11, 12, I had my favorite columnists. I was reading people like Delegiwa, people like Repu, people like Dan Agbese and Sunday Comfort those days. And then 80s, I found out people like Mike Awoyinfa, Dinga Igwe, Dayo Ko. So those people honed my interest in politics. You understand? And history. And I was a very good history student. In secondary school, I used to pass history. I used to get A. I failed every record, but history I'll pass. So all of that grew significantly in me. So I'm a politician now. I read political science. I have a master's degree in political science, international relations. So I'm a politician. I want to play politics. I'm still going to go into the Senate. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I'll do. This is my son coming and say, wants to make me commissioner of somewhere. I'm interested. I want to go to the Senate. But how? I don't know how. So all of these come together. So basically, it's two prongs. For me, telling these stories, do you get? So that Nigerians will continue to remember the kinds of leaders that we had in the past, in the recent past, and compare them to the kind of leaders we're having today. Yeah, I'm just reading something about Ali Monguno now. One minister during
of defense, I think.
Yeah, during Gomon's time.
Okay.
Yeah, he wanted to go and build a house. He wanted to borrow money of 40,000 naira in the bank. And the bank says you need guarantor. He now went to the head of state to guarantee. Head of state, no, I can't guarantee you. That it's unethical for you to borrow money while you're still in government. So juxtapose that with the kind of leaders that we have today.
No.
Where you see somebody that doesn't have any visible source of income, but he's a billionaire. And he's worked all of his life in government. Do you understand? That's how I tell the stories. Do you get? That's what I tell the stories. And then for me, it's also to give me access to the various power zones in the country. So for example, because of the place we've done, I have access to Saldana, I have access to Sanusi, I have access to Olowori, I have access to Awu. I just want to check on Olowori now. I have access to Zik, Simeon Zik's person. I have access to Obasanjo, Simeon Obasanjo there. I have access to someone there. So the place just gives us that kind of phenomenal access. So now I'm thinking now, how do I put all of this together now to go into politics? That's how we do it. So for us, Edgar is not let other people have the fun. Let them do the musicals.
Yes, I was going to ask that. Yes. All those musicals.
But for us, what we do is what my friend Noni calls edutainment. So we entertain you, but educationally. So see young children come and see a play like Faji, and they're like, fuck, did this happen in this country? Oh my God, a man gave his life. So those are values that they can't see anymore.
Yeah.
Do you get me now? And there's the stories of Awo, and the stories of Zeke. Zeke was a stowaway. All of that, so they can see dedication, they can see passion, they can see love for country, they can see service. See, that's Emir Sanusi when he came for his play. And he was crying at the end of the day.
Wow.
Yeah, it was wondering, because I told myself, I'm going to tell this story from the prisons of the servants who served you and served your grandfather. Wow. How can the servant know anything of my family? But when he saw it was weak, because see, the servant, they call him Dugari. Is that guy holding the umbrella?
Yeah.
He's behind him 24/7. So he's hearing everything. So his grandfather Dugari also lost his emir. So those days in culture, when you lose your emir, you pluck your eyes. So he now plucked his eyes.
Wow.
Yeah. And then that's him there. That's him there. He plucked his eyes. That's him there. The grandfather. But the modern day Dugari didn't pluck his eyes. But he went to his father and said, I lost my emir too. So the issues relating to that deposition, to this deposition, you can put them within context of modern day Nigeria.
Wow.
That's how this place.
So another question I would like to ask is, like you said, I mean, you've just told us about how you got the stories for when you were doing the play on in Sanusi. We're very bad at record keeping in Nigeria, that I know of. So how easy or otherwise is it to get these stories? Are they in literature? Do you have
so basically there are two things that is there in that thing now. So I use authorities. So Sanusi was written by Professor Yerima.
Right.
Yeah. And then Zik was done by Dr. Ejike. Dr. Ejike is a Zikist. He's a lecturer in University of Nigeria and Soka. He's a Zikist. So he's everything about Zik.
The ideals of Nnamdi Azikiwe.
So you know that. But then again, we also take some liberties, add one or two things in the story to make it sweet.
Right.
And also to run away from any turbulence, any family.
So everything you do is facts. Like everything you do has happened. You don't add anything to it. Oh, okay.
So you add the song and dance now.
No, I'm talking about, like, of course, even the song and dance is related to all of that.
Not always.
Okay.
So song and dance is a syrup that you used to take the bitter drugs.
Right.
So if you don't do the story straight, bam, it will be boring.
It will be boring, yes.
So we had the song and dance to make it more exciting.
Okay.
So like, for example, now we can situate an Obasanjo in Congo when that thing actually happened in Abeokuta. Okay. So
it's not entirely, some fiction is included in it. Okay.
Make it sweet. So for example, now we can like Obasanjo during Aremuna when he was going to be killed. So we brought a scene where his mother came to him. Now, if that happened, I don't know.
We don't know. Yeah.
But he had a conversation with his mother.
Right.
About Nigeria. So if that happened, I don't know. But what happened was that he was in prison, about to be killed. Do you get me now? And then the next morning they said Abacha has died. Now, so the director now ties that conversation he had with his mother with Abacha's death.
Okay.
Now, that's the director's.
Imagination and all that. Have any of these stories gotten you in trouble?
No.
That how dare you tell this thing?
No, the president, all the stories are out there now. The Nigerian stories. The president that we got into small trouble was Ifaji because his son first lighted that we didn't approach him to take of him. But we don't have to approach him to take because the story is everywhere.
It's a story in the public domain, yeah.
So I was even stupid. I was going to beat him. I felt that them just go and give my respect. So I went to him and he was not threatening me with lawsuit. But later we became friends. Right. So he came to see the play, liked it. He was crying there, and then we flew him to Lagos to come with Lagos version. So he liked it. So, but then another one again is Gowon. So Gowon has sent a signal that he may not be interested in working with us. Any
reason why? Did you say why?
No, I'm not going to ask. I'm not interested.
Okay. But you run it anyways.
Yeah, I'm doing a bit of August now. It has nothing to do with him now. So it's just us trying to humor him.
Yeah.
And the fact that we always have a policy of having these people in the room doing those plays.
Yeah.
So
I wonder why though. So anyways, in total, the Duke of Shomolu Productions has run a total of 16 plays in total. How are you able to raise funds to keep these shows running? Because I know that the cast, crew, running around, logistics, it's a lot of money. How are you able to, and you've been running this plays consistently since 2016. So how have you been able to run it consistently without missing a beat? I mean, I'm an ardent follower of...
Well, now what you never playing, I say,
You don't know that, Mr. Edgar.
I know everyone.
Okay, is it every time I go, I must come to... No problem. I've seen Loud Whispers.
That was 7 years ago.
I've seen Loud Whispers. I think I saw Baba Kekere.
Okay. So since Baba Kekere, I've done 8. I've been at least.
Yeah, but I mean, so the thing about me is, anyway, we're not talking about me. So yes, I mean, how do you raise funds?
It's actually now, as you imagine now.
Yes.
It's crazy.
How do you keep it going?
It's crazy, but over the years now, we're able to have a bulwark, a cluster of people who support us.
Do you find it easier as the years go by?
No, it's more difficult now.
Why?
Because now we're even trying to reduce the number of plays that we do. This Easter we're going to do only one play. Normally we do 2 plays Easter.
Okay.
So this year we're going to do 6 or 8. We're trying to last December we did 4 plays.
Is it because of funds?
Yes, now.
Oh, okay.
funds. It's funny. It's getting more and more difficult to get funds. But then the actors who are living in the same Nigeria are increasing their
fees. Yeah.
So we have to be very careful of.
Do you live in the same? Do you use the same cast and crew?
No.
From what determines your choice of?
So my own is once we choose the director,
he uses.
What was it?
So you there's no because I know that there's some favorite people you like using like Yemi Shodimu.
So Yemi Shodimu is in-house.
Oh yes, exactly. So what I'm saying that are there people that they sort of know the DOS way, so you don't necessarily have to.
No, so for Yemi, for those people, there's only Yemi, and then maybe Zara. Then Chantal Shabba was there. So we should insist on them. So yeah, because Yemi is in-house.
Hope you pay them though. You get paid, yes.
You get paid now. So Yemi is in-house.
Oh, okay.
So, but Yemi is not in every production. Yemi was not in these last two productions.
Yes, I saw that. Okay, so in the underlying character of, I say the character of everything is your ability to sell. I would like to. I mean, you run sales masterclasses.
Yep.
First of all, would you say you are? I mean, I see you as special. Like, I mean, your ability to move, despite being told no. Like, when in your broadcast, you are very real and very raw. Like, you say when you've been rejected. You say when a deal has been approved. You say, is that something you've had to learn over time, or is how you've always been from the get?
I used to, how they say that, you don't know. I think the first time I get my attention that was a very different salesperson was when I was in our bank, just before they sacked me. So how many times
have you been sacked, sir? Because you've talked about.
They sacked me 3 times. They sacked me 3 times. That's what paper. That's why I cry. I'll kill myself. That one I had this. I won't cry. They sacked me. That number they sacked me. Me and Nelson. They say we thief rice.
Oh yes, you've thought of the story. So yeah. I mean, you said you were a different salesperson.
Yeah. So I went for a meeting in that office there with the MD, so I made the presentation. So I was walking away. I overheard her say that I've never seen a salesman like that in my life. Yes, I'm not telling about this story. This is the first time I'm saying it.
Yeah.
So that thing just entered my mind. What's this? You get? So I was one time noticing that it's something different. So I have this persuasive powers. You get?
Yeah, I mean, listeners, Mr. Edgar, I bought a copy of Mad Times just to have this episode run. So
that's remember to give a copy before
So yeah,
to have this persuasive, and then but everything sits on the very brilliant chances of friendship. So I'm a people person. People like me. Like
absolutely.
Yeah. So when people like you, they want to support you. And I make friends very easily. So that's it.
Must every entrepreneur have this bullish attitude towards marketing, sales?
Very key.
To run your business.
Very key. So the mistake a lot of people make is that they think that salespeople must be like me.
Yeah.
So there are different kinds of salespeople.
Yeah.
There's another type of salespeople. Different kinds of salespeople. There's some people who sell proposals. There's people who sell with letters. There's people who sell with presentations. There's some people. So someone like me, one type of sales we can't better than some people. Some people they're out. Just like football, there are strikers who can't do anything but score goals. Yeah. So there's salesmen like that who can't do anything but close. How they close? They will go and hang out with people, go and hang out in the lounge, go and hang out in play football or something like that. So it'd be like this. So let somebody else come and close it. Yeah. But I'm both, so I can do both. So I can relate to you as my friend while say having that conversation. Are you guys to close? So if you want to be an entrepreneur, yes, you must have some certain level of sales. It's about sales. If you don't sell, no. Like you sell because it was for you to get me. You sold me. That's why I said okay, no problem. But it's part of it again now. That relationship is there. All the time, I'm sorry to fuck off because I'm tired. I don't like this stuff on Sunday. Yeah. You get here. So I like just staying Sunday is my just lazy day. I just do my couch and listen there. But so I'm having media party by 3 o'clock. We are coming by 2 o'clock. I'm going to somewhere on this. So Sunday is gone.
Yeah.
But you kept putting that's sales.
That's sales. Yeah.
And then they had a relationship part of me, which was my friend.
Yeah.
So that's so if I had that, some people who give us monies, give us funds, are my friends. You get my friends. So how do I make them my friends? It's sales. You get build a relationship with them. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So they're my friends. So that's
How do you handle rejection? For a lot of people, the reason why they don't go into sales is because they can't handle no.
no, very stupid people.
So how do you internalize your no and use it as fuel to push you to do the next thing?
So you have to understand that sales is rejection is part of life. People get rejected every day. Just the problem is that people just box it and say, "Oh, I've been rejected.
Yeah.
I've been rejected in sales." People get rejected every day now. People told me, "What tell them no? That's not rejection." What you gonna tell you tell your wife say you want to do? Your wife comes to you and says, "Please give me money for fuel," and you say no. That's rejection now. Will she kill herself? Yeah. So people get rejected every day, every second, every situation.
Yeah.
But I don't know why people just categorize that sales zone and say, "Oh, no, he has rejected 6 times
Before you get to
So it's all part of life. You get so for me. So there's this arrogance about it all. I think we should do another sales masterclass for me. People. There's this arrogance about a very good salesperson.
Yeah.
So if you tell me no, it's your business. Move on. See, there are 22 million people in Lagos. There's no how I cannot fill that hall of 300 people. If I can't fill a hall of 300 people out of 22 million people in Lagos, then what am I doing?
What are you doing? Yeah.
That's my this thing now. You get so we're trying to raise money for our December place. We had only 2 weeks now to raise 46 million.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm like, it was economy of Lagos is 5 trillion. So I cannot pull out for this million that 5 trillion after 54 years, 37 years in Lagos. I'm a joke. Yeah, so with that attitude, as I move, and then I got rejections, like 80% rejections.
Yeah.
80%. Every production, every 10 letters, like 8 will say no.
Wow.
Yes, now. But you keep pushing, I keep moving.
So do you think your background in investment banking has helps you to raise that amount of funds?
Yes, now. Definitely. Now.
Yeah.
Yes, now, because it gave me the relationships, the network, and then the ability to profile and put structure behind the sales.
Right.
Yeah, very key. So I feel very strongly that there's an element of destiny in all of this. You understand? Because if you look at my trajectory, I was not supposed to be in banking originally. Naturally, I'm an arts person.
Yes, I see that. Yeah.
So I have the proclivity of an art of a creative person, not a banker. So that regimented. So that regimented life of a banker. Yes. Not do me. That's why they need to sack me over now. I feel that when somebody that spends in banking was able to give me that network,
right?
Give me that outlook, know what to tell somebody to make the person cut a check. Do you get? Because the way things are right now in Nigeria, the way the economy is right now in Nigeria, the people will not outrightly want to give you money.
Yeah.
Especially for the arts.
For arts, yes.
So you must be able to put them in a position where they want to give you.
They'll
be chasing with the money.
Right.
And now people are chasing me with the money, and so much chasing the money. What are you doing this year? And so that's how that experience that we got from investment banking.
Okay. I mean, you're taking Awo, one of your plays. You're taking Awo, one of your plays, to the UK for the first time outside Nigeria.
Yes.
How do you, what was the guiding thought behind that, and would you take it? What's the guiding thought behind that? Would you take it outside more countries? Would you take it to more countries apart from England?
We're looking for forex now.
So would you take it to more countries outside England?
That's the plan.
And then in closing, why?
What we doing 2 productions every year
outside the country?
Yeah.
Regardless, apart from the UK.
Yes.
I mean, the fact that there are more Nigerians there are large population of Nigerians.
Yeah. So UK is a pilot.
Right.
So for us, it's not about the population.
Okay.
Of Nigerians, you get me now. It's easy. So it's easier to get a visa to UK than to again. Then it's UK just 6 hours from here.
Right.
Someone they go Someone will go Aba, someone will go London. The person will read London, he don't bath, he don't chop, don't sleep. Someone will go Aba, he never pass already. So the decisions,
Right.
so the factors that
Factors, yes.
okay, we'll do Europe, we'll do America, we'll do South Africa. In fact, the plan is that the next 3 4 5 years we'll be doing 70% of our plays outside the country.
Outside the country, largely because of forex, or
no, don't talk that forex part, man.
but you mentioned it. But I mean, of course, why we tell the Nigerian stories? We would also. I mean, of course, that's...
Of course, the economic implications.
Of course, the economic implications, yes. But I mean, ideally. Lastly, I'm very curious. How did you come about the Duke of Shomolu name? Duke of Shomolu moniker.
Okay, we'll keep asking this question. So basically, I was born in Shomolu.
Okay.
Yeah, so I've lived in Shomolu. I lived in Shomolu for like 48 years. When did we come here? We came here like 4 5 years ago. Yeah.
Wow.
And Shomolu is just next door now.
Next door, yeah.
You can walk to Shomolu.
Yeah, I used to live in Shomolu as well.
Okay. So I like Shomolu a lot. But for me, Shomolu is not a fiscal construct. You get Shomolu is a concept. You get it's the ability to jump and excel, ability to force yourself to be heard.
Right.
You get, because we see people. A lot of people in the industry. These people, this Tony, they don't respect me. You know, so when they talk, they'll say, "Oh, it's not a thespian. It's not that. You get it now." So we force them to listen to us.
Yeah, my question was going to be: do you get a lot of flack from people in the creative circle that you're as an outlier and an outsider?
Yes, they're not like me now.
And despite that, despite that, you still been able to make.
It's not. You see, that's the mistake. A lot of people make. A lot of these thespian people make. You get. And that's where my investment banking thing is coming out from. It's not a beauty pageant. Do you understand? It's not about like me or don't like me. I know the work, I don't know the work. I don't need to know the work. I'm not interested in the work. That's why I never go for rehearsals. I don't read scripts. Not even interested. It's bringing money. Everything for you to please.
Yeah.
So I just tell people them. So I went to Coach Harris, went to service my car. And Tony, listen to the story. I went to Coach Harris, service my car. And I said Rolls Royce, Phantom Rolls Royce. That time, Buhari money, not Tinubu money. Buhari's money was $600 to the dollar. And I said, how much is Rolls Royce? They said 400 million. Abasi, one car, 400. The car battery is about 10 million naira. Wow. The car big like this, Phantom Rolls Royce. But it dawned on me that. Now 2,000 naira fuel go move this car. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
As the car big, so the fuel that will move it is 1,000 naira fuel. Without 1,000 naira fuel, cannot move.
Yeah.
So in theater, you can be the greatest director. You can be the greatest actor. If there's no fund, you can't move from here to there. Make sense?
Yeah, sure.
So every day, people call me, I have this script, I have that script, prominent people, startups, young people, because there's no funding. Their dreams cannot be actualized. Do you get me?
Yeah.
So when you say, oh, he's not a test player, I don't respect him, and then you don't understand, I pity you. And then another thing that happens again is that we do productions here, and the hall is filled to the brim, no space. And then the next week, that guy who directed my play, we do his own play, empty up.
So clearly, there's something different.
So it's not a beauty pageant. I don't need anybody to like me. I don't need to like anybody. It's value. That's investment banking. It's in there now.
Yeah.
So investment banking, you're as good as your last record. So last season, you brought 40 million. This season, you brought 2 million. They sack you.
Wow.
They can't even say.
Let's look at it. Let's look at.
Sack you instantly. That's why they sack me now. They sack you. I brought 15 billion into that company. The following year, I said I'm not interested in bringing money again. That 15 billion, what did people do? Tell me what they do with the 15 billion. They sacked me. They told me to resign. My 15 billion is in the system. I brought 5 billion. No.
Wow.
It's not that I didn't bring anything. No. I brought 5 billion. No. So I said I cannot bring another 10 billion. So you tell me what I do for
what you did with the last one.
And there's no. You know why that's happening.
Yeah.
There's no, like. So is that mentality that needs to come into this space for this space to be able to grow and actualize.
Right. Do you see yourself coming up with some sort of, like you said, because you said the startups come to you, a funding for scriptwriters, directors, people that want to do plays?
No, I'm not interested. You see, the problem again is that people...
Because you said that funding is also a major issue
so look at your phone from
theater productions.
I don't see money from our last year we spent 250 million.
Wow.
This year we're looking for 500 million. Our UK will cost us 140 million conservatively. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then
assuming the exchange rate doesn't
conservatively, we're looking for 100,000 pounds. Then cash now plus or minus 30-40 million. If I didn't go on, going to be massive production. They were just to be December. First guy looking for close to 500 million. So I don't have time to look for money for anybody else. You understand? But you see, another thing again is that you must know who you are. You can't be everything to everybody.
Yeah.
That's the same level made. So suppose, okay, I've reached a certain level, let me impact.
Yes.
So when you're trying to impact, this one will drop.
Right.
You get, because that's not your focus. That's capacity there. Mm-hmm. So what some people do is that you just say, okay, not something, I'm making X, 20% of my budget, I just go and give it to Tony, go and run the foundation that will do that. It's like MTN now. MTN
Foundation, yes.
Yeah, so you will see the MTN man whose capacity is a engineer. Go to ask what is going on with the theater.
Right.
So he has a structure that handles that. So the best I can do is to have like a masterclass that can talk this kind of talk and move on.
Okay.
And I've been asking the NATA people to organize it. They're not great, so I don't leave them now. You understand? But I won't do anybody's script. I won't help anybody for money. It's not because I'm being selfish, but because I'm looking for money. So if I take two proposals to somebody, one is my own, the other person, which one
Yeah.
So that's it now.
Thank you, Mr. Edgar Joseph, for your time. The chairman of the Duke of Shomolu Productions. We hope you would come on our podcast soon. We look forward to many more.
This is on the podcast?
No, another episode of the podcast.
Okay.
we look forward to many more of your productions. I just want to ask one more question. Yep. How come you don't? Every year it's a new production. You don't go back to, like, for instance, will you regret it? Exactly? Like, I don't see you going back to doing a shoe by. So we wanted to do. We've done Isaleko. Which one did we do again? We did Awo twice. We did Aremo twice. Okay.
But you're correct. I don't see us doing any other.
Yeah, I'm saying, so once you do that play, you're done. Can you just tell me the reason why?
Because there are too many stories. And there's no time.
Right.
So we wanted to do. There's a story of Obasanjo and Soyinka.
Okay.
So during the Civil War, Soyinka went to visit Ojukwu. And had a long meeting with Ojukwu, looking for peace. Ojukwu sent him on an errand back to Federal Forces.
Right.
And Obasanjo and Soyinka met in Ibadan in a Beetle car in the midnight. So I wanted to situate that conversation.
In the Aremu play?
No,
or on the standalone play, okay.
Don't forget that as of today, Obasanjo and Soyinka are sworn enemies.
Yeah.
You get? So when we do that play this Easter, you get? And then go and do it in Abeokuta and invite both of them.
So you want to be like the peacemaker?
No, I just want to tell the story.
You want to tell the story
before they die.
You're right, true.
Yeah. So, but now, Kashmir just came from nowhere.
Yeah.
I felt that it's the right time to Kashmir. So I will still tell the Ambassador, whatever story. Just go on, coming up. Someone just told me, why can't we do a Juku? There's so many stories to be told, and we have done. 70% of our players are from Southwest. And
Southwest,
it's very unfair. Very unfair because there are things that happen in other parts. Like, for example, the history things. I don't think we achieve ourselves achieve with history things because I wanted to tell Nigerian story, Pan-Nigerian. But found out that 50-60% of the musicians depicted in that play with Yoruba musicians. And that's why you have a problem in this country. So because Southwest has media power, so we seem to think that everything's happening here. Yeah, so why would the Salawa Beni make that list and have to struggle to put
Only the coke?
No. Edukota.
Yeah.
Because the director didn't know where Edukota was. I hear me now. Selective Cook did not make that list. I had to fight 2000 to put Iyangesho on my own production. Iyangesho is very popular in the South.
In the South.
Now, we did a play telling Nigerian history in songs. Are you listening? And we didn't put Nikombaga. Sweet Mother.
Yeah.
Which African musician has surpassed Nikombaga? It not win Grammy, but that song is a classic.
It's a classic.
And the other part that Isu sings, which is supposed to be in Nigeria, is parading Bobby Benson, Victor Laya, Barista, Salawa Beni. I get you. Yeah. Then they pick Oliver the Coke in the East. Then they pick Edo Okonta. You get? And then we didn't mention Bombozikwe. We didn't mention so many.
Yeah.
Many people. So we're going to redo it.
Yeah.
December, I'm going to do it in a more robust version. Do you get? And again, but I know somebody do that play. So the crowd resonated with Salawa.
Yeah.
And because of many reasons. One, she was female. Two, she's Yoruba. Three, is a younger audience. So they could quickly relate with her songs. So their songs were a little bit more contemporary than a Bobby Benson, for example. So the younger audience didn't understand Bobby Benson. Yeah. But the older audience understood Bobby Benson. So maybe that's why the director did that, so that the audience can connect and episode that's the one that we show together. Okay. But for us, that's why we don't use marquee actors. That's why we don't publicize the actors, because we don't want the message to be, I don't want the crowd audience be distracted by the actors.
By the actors, yeah.
It's the message.
Right.
It's not the actor, it's not the singing or the whatever. It's the message. I want people to come and watch that play and come out and say, fuck. So this happened. You get for us, that's our goal, that's what we want to achieve. So, this happened. Yeah, there's mission like this. You know.
Yes. Thank you so much for your time.
Yep.
Thank you, I appreciate. And that was the episode featuring the Duke of Shomolu, Mr. Joseph Edgar. Catch us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Castbox. Follow us on social media. We're on Instagram, coffeeandbeans.pod. Till the next time you hear from me and I hear from you, drink coffee, stay inspired.